A lot of people like to brag about Samsung's One UI experience, especially on tablets, going as far as justifying purchasing underpowered and overpriced Galaxy tablets over more capable and more value for money tablets like the Mi Pad 6 or the OnePlus Pad. But do those tablets like the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite or the Tab S9 FE really provide that smooth and fast user experience that most Samsung fans like to brag about? Absolutely not. So, do you know what you actually need to purchase to experience the true form of Samsung's coveted One UI experience? This is the Galaxy Tab S9, released about a year ago, is still Samsung's flagship tablet. And the experience you get from this tablet is in no way comparable to those from the Galaxy Tab S6 Lite or the Tab S9 FE. This will give you the true form of Samsung's One UI experience, a smooth and fast, buttery smooth experience that most Samsung fans like to brag about. This is what you need to purchase to experience that. But like they say, good things don't come cheap, and it's especially true for a brand like Samsung, who positions itself as a premium tier 1 brand. I would be committing an actual sin if I start recommending this Galaxy Tab S9 at its full price of over 70,000 Indian rupees. Trust me, I cannot absolutely recommend any Android tablet or iPads over 50,000 Indian rupees. That is something I swear by. However, if you are eagle-eyed, you can actually find this Galaxy Tab S9 often on sale at or under 50,000 Indian rupees. In fact, I actually picked up this Galaxy Tab S9 for only 40,000 Indian rupees in the last Flipkart sale, and at that price this is clearly the best tablet that you can buy. So in this video I'll talk about what it's like to actually use a tablet like the Galaxy Tab S9 and how much better is the experience compared to Samsung's cheaper tablets like the Tab S6 Lite and the Tab S9 FE that most people unfortunately have to compromise with. But before all that, if you are new to the channel, my name is Diptesh and you're watching the Tech Station 365. On this channel I talk about tech that provides a lot of value for money and also provide ways in which people can extract the maximum functionality out of their mobile devices. With that said, let's get right into it. Okay, so the first thing you notice when you pick this tablet up is the build quality and especially the weight. It is super slim, and despite being a pretty large 11-inch tablet, is actually quite light. I feel it's lighter than my Galaxy Tab S6 Lite, which was actually a smaller tablet. Unfortunately, the Tab S9 lacks a headphone jack. Big bummer. Fortunately, the Tab S9 still retains the MicroSD card slot and is probably the last Samsung flagship device with this slot. The second thing you notice is once you turn on the tablet, and it's the display with perfectly inky blacks, because this is not an IPS LCD panel that you find in most tablets in India. This is an OLED panel that Samsung brands as Super AMOLED Dynamic 2X. I have always said that once you go OLED, you cannot go back to LCD, and that's the biggest complaint that I have regarding tablets like the OnePlus Pad 2 and the Mi Pad 6s Pro. You cannot compare an IPS LCD with an OLED panel, it is not even close. The Dynamic AMOLED 2X display on the Tab S9 is absolutely amazing. The colors and contrast look so good whether you are watching SDR or HDR. My main use case for this tablet is to use it for HDR game streaming using Sunshine and Moonlight from my RTX 4060 powered gaming laptop. Games like Horizon Zero Dawn and Cyberpunk 2077 look amazing in HDR on this OLED panel. It truly makes me want to replay all my games in HDR on this tablet. I can go on and on about this display, but the bottom line is that this OLED panel is the killer feature of the Tab S9 in my opinion, and why I would choose this over something like the more powerful OnePlus Pad 2. The Tab S9 also packs quad stereo speakers compared to the dual stereo speakers on the Lite and FE models, and the audio experience is equally impressive due to surprisingly deep bass and a nice warm soundstage. Make sure to enable Dolby Atmos though, is disabled by default for some reason. The next thing you notice is once you start interacting with the tablet. This is what happens when you actually get performance hardware instead of those terrible Exynos chips that Samsung tends to use so much these days to cut costs. The Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 coupled with 8GB of RAM makes this tablet fly, and you'll have the most buttery smooth One UI experience ever. Folks, I've been harping on this for a long time now. No amount of good software will overcome the limitations of weak hardware. There is simply no substitute for powerful hardware. I mean, why do you think iPhones and iPads are so smooth? It's because Apple only utilizes flagship grade SoCs in their phones and tablets. The actual user experience you get with the Tab S9 is far superior to those on the Lite and FE models. You can open multiple tabs in the browser, open other apps in split screen, switch between multiple apps, and the tablet does not skip a beat. It remains buttery smooth no matter what. Rarely, and I mean rarely, extremely rarely will you see a frame drop here and there. Because of this high level performance, note-taking and art also feels great. You can have 3 split screen windows running at the same time and still have a very smooth note-taking experience. I'm not going to talk about note-taking much on this video. There are much more qualified videos for this topic on the internet. But just know this tablet will give the best note-taking experience among all Android tablets. There is no other Android tablet that tops this tablet when it comes to note-taking. I will also not spend much time on this video talking about One UI 6.1 on this tablet. I mean, by now you already know the features of One UI and its multitasking chops. I mean, these features are also available on cheaper tablets. It's just that the Tab S9 absolutely nails the performance aspect when you are utilizing these features. You also get a bunch of ecosystem features like Quick Share, which is universal now. Music share, auto switching of Galaxy Buds, call and text on other devices, camera sharing where you can share your Galaxy phone's camera with the tablet. I can't test this because I don't have a One UI 6.1 phone at the moment. You've also got usual link to Windows, multi-control which allows you to share one keyboard and mouse with other Samsung products and also drag and drop files between each other. You've got wireless second screen so that you can use the tablet as a wireless display. What I really want to focus on in this video is what are the things that this tablet allows you to do that you just cannot do with Samsung's cheaper tablets. The first thing is a DisplayPort enabled 5 gigabits per second USB 3 Type-C port, which allows you to extend your tablet's display to an external monitor, and this instantly provides you with so much greater functionality. You are able to utilize the tablet's display and your external display independently. The Tab S9 perfectly supports my Quad HD external monitor with full 2560 by 1440p resolution. For example, let's say you have YouTube and a web browser open on the big screen, and then you can use the tablet for note-taking or drawing. If you are an advanced user, you can emulate Linux on the large screen using Termux X11, while your tablet's display is completely available for your Android apps. Being able to extend your display to an external monitor is a big deal in my opinion, and is the most underrated feature of smartphones and tablets, well, whichever actually has this feature. I mean, Samsung basically scammed Galaxy Tab S9 FE buyers by downgrading the USB Type-C port from USB 3.0 DisplayPort support all the way down to USB 2.0 without any DisplayPort support, and basically removed the external DeX feature, despite the Galaxy Tab S7 FE, the older model, actually supporting it. This is absolutely terrible move from Samsung. The other thing that this tablet provides you, which you will not find with Samsung's cheaper tablets, is the pure performance. If you enjoy gaming, and I'm especially talking about emulation, then this will provide you with a great experience. PS2 emulation on this is just fantastic. You can upscale most of these games by 3 times and still get full performance. I mostly don't like Android games, and so emulation performance is a big deal to me, and having a Snapdragon SoC is critical to this experience. Not just PlayStation 2, the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 with custom turnip drivers can do a damn good job emulating PC games. I mean, just freaking look. This is Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2010 running at 720p but at high settings and managing a constant 60 FPS. This is wild. This is Windows x86 software that is being emulated and translated on ARM at the same time. This is just unbelievable. Let me know if you want to see a video on the emulation performance of the Galaxy Tab S9. On a side note, I am actually quite disappointed that the next Galaxy Tab S10 series will actually feature a MediaTek chip instead of a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 or an 8 Gen 4. I will make a video later explaining why I, as an enthusiast, always prefer Snapdragon SoCs over other SoCs. The Galaxy Tab S9 having a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 SoC will absolutely make it special compared to the upcoming Galaxy Tab S10 or other Samsung tablets in the lineup. Alright, now I can go on and on, but I just won't make this video too long, but I hope you got the gist that what something like the Galaxy Tab S9 is actually capable of and what you are missing out on when you are purchasing compromised tablets like the Galaxy Tab S9 FE or the Tab S6 Lite. The Tab S9 Super AMOLED display, excellent speakers, fantastic performance and added functionality through external Samsung decks makes this the best tablet that I can possibly recommend. But like I said, I cannot recommend any mobile tablets over 50,000 Indian rupees, whether Android tablets or iPad, because over 50,000 Indian rupees, these tablets just cannot compete in terms of sheer functionality with thin and light Windows laptops with OLED displays that you find in that price range. At that point, these devices will just feel like, luxury options which you just happen to purchase and you just wished if these had more functionality. So have an eagle eye and purchase the Galaxy Tab S9 under 50,000 rupees and you can thank me later. With that said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Do let me know what you thought about this video and do you have the Galaxy Tab S9 and are you planning to purchase it? Do let me know your thoughts, and if you like the video, please consider liking and subscribing and turning on notifications. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.